Today on Ortho 2, we are going to be talking about the fearsome Dinopithecus. Dinopithecus was a very large baboon that was twice the size of modern baboons. It also lived as recently as the Pleistocene and may have even interacted with hominids. Before we talk about how amazing this animal was, let's talk about its evolution first. Dinopithecus belongs to the tribe Papianini. This tribe includes baboons, geladas, mangabeys, drills, and mandrills. Mandrills are the largest monkey species, with baboons being a close second. Dinopithecus was most closely related to baboons. Unfortunately, the remains of this animal are quite sparse. No bones of the limbs or other parts beyond the skulls and teeth have been attributed to Dinopithecus, so it is impossible to know the mode of locomotion for certain. However, as a papianin of large size, it most probably spent a significant amount of time on the ground and moved quadrupedally. Fortunately, we do have a skull of this animal. With this skull, we are able to tell that it was the largest member of the Papianini tribe, and the only other animal close was Theropithecus brumpti. It was estimated that males weighed 46 kilograms or 101 pounds on average. Females were smaller at 29 kilograms or 64 pounds. Interestingly, some males may have weighed in excess of 77 kilograms or 170 pounds. That is 20 to 30 pounds more than a lot of full-grown men that I know. That is absolutely terrifying. It is usually credited with a shoulder height of about 1.5 meters tall. This height estimate is usually reserved for males, however, and usually female baboons are at least a little bit smaller than the males. Regardless of how tall it was, it is still substantially larger than the Chacma or Cape baboon, which is the largest type of baboon alive today. The only known species was Dinopithecus ingens, which translates to English as huge, terrible ape. The skull is similar to modern baboons except for the lack of facial fossa, which are depressions found on the sides of the muzzle and lower jaw. They also lack maxillary ridges on the sides of the snout. Because of such a stark similarity to baboons, it is sometimes treated as a subgenus of Papio. The similarity to baboons also gives us clues to their lifestyle. Most living papianins are omnivores that consume a wide range of food. Easily digestible plants, fruits, insects, and small vertebrates are all on the menu. Large baboons have been documented attacking animals as large as goats and sheep, so it's feasible that an even larger baboon such as Dinopithecus would have been capable of attacking animals as large as modern sheep and goats. Baboons are also known to eat baby animals such as impalas and even baby geese. They are very opportunistic in nature. With Dinopithecus' large size, many things would have been on the menu. A study of carbon isotopes from samples of Dinopithecus tooth enamel found that it consumed the smallest portion of grass and other savanna-based foods of any South African primate. Analysis of microwear patterns of the molars showed that they were similar to those of the living yellow baboon, suggesting a broad and varied diet. Another study of molar teeth suggested it ate a very high percentage of fruit and relatively few leaves. Though it was quite a large and fearsome animal, it was certainly prey for other animals. The even more fearsome Dinofelis dominated Pliocene Africa. This animal has been theorized to have been specialized for killing primates. Modern big cats do not have the teeth to penetrate primate skulls. Because of this, victims have a better chance of survival. Dinopithecus, on the other hand, had dagger-like teeth that leave signature holes in primate skulls. But besides Dinopithecus, Dinopithecus also had to deal with the saber-toothed Machairodus. Relatives of modern crocodiles also stalk the water holes of South Africa. But the greatest threat to Dinopithecus may have come in a much more similar form: hominids. In Kenya, there is an Acheulean hand axe site with the remains of almost 100 geladas that were butchered by ancient hominids. Homo erectus is thought to have been the culprit. The geladas were mostly juvenile or subadult. It remains unknown to science whether this was a massacre or the result of many different victims. Perhaps a war between the gelada and primitive man occurred at this site, but is more likely to be an accumulation. If Homo erectus was also selectively killing young Dinopithecus, this might explain the eventual extinction of this animal. It may sound weird and gross that our ancestors were eating baboons, but this actually remains a practice in our species today. The Hadza people of Tanzania still hunt and eat baboons. They're actually fairly good prey. Anyways, Dinopithecus would end up going extinct in the Pleistocene like a lot of other animals of its time. I wish there was more to say about such an amazing animal, but we really just don't have enough fossil evidence currently. There are a lot of interesting primates in our past like Sevipithecus and other related animals. Maybe I'll cover some of these not so human animals in the future. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Check out my Instagram and comment some video ideas down below. I make videos about the history of humans, ancient animals, and the occasional full-length documentary. If that sounds interesting, check out the over 100 videos I have made. I'll see you on the next episode of Ortho 2. See ya.